fidgeting.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
Come on.
Let's take a wheel. Let's take a wheel.
What's going on, everybody? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and I am doing a special edition Leo King News Report because this is an extreme month, an extreme time, an extreme week. Today is September. What is today? I think it's September 16th of 2015. And we are one day away from Saturn leaving Scorpio into Sagittarius. We also have a Mercury Retrograde that is coming, so the intensity and the energy is huge right now. But there is one thing that I want to say about everything happening in life right now, and it goes deeper than just into astrology. The main thing that I want to tell everybody is there are religious fanatics right now saying that extreme things are going to happen here in September. We are in an extreme eclipse period of life, so everybody's screaming about the blood moon, the blood moon. We've had many blood moons and they always come around. It's just an orange damn moon that comes from an eclipse. I think people get a little bit too lost and freaked out by what these moons are and how intense they are. It's just a blood moon. It's just a moon. It's a full moon lunar eclipse. It's not so special. I mean, there's a lot of people proving on the time periods and all this stuff. Yes, this is an extreme time we are in. But it is not the end of the world. It is not the destruction of the world. It is not the end of your life forever. What it is, though, the end of, is of the last 3-year cycle of your life. It's the end of a lot of hard work that you've been going through, dealing with death and rebirth and fear. And more importantly, boundaries, and how boundaries, whether it's sexual, whether it's, oh my gosh, I've reached my limit here, I can't cross this anymore, I've given my energy too much here, or whatever it is, the boundaries are changing in our life. And I want to start, before we go deeper into this, into a video of Indiana Jones. And this video talks about not only about learning to let go, but knowing how to know the boundaries of life. So let's go ahead and let's play the clip.
We have got it! Come on!
Elsa, don't move!
It's ours, Indy. Yours and mine.
Let's
Elsa,
pause it
don't-
for a second. The reason why I'm doing this is, if you've never seen this movie, you need to watch this movie. But it's all about how Elsa tries to leave the boundary seal. And right now in your life, you need to know the boundaries where, and I think you know now in the last 3 years what the boundaries are in life that you can't cross. That's the whole point. So let's go back to the video.
Cross the seal! The knight warned us not to take the grail from here!
Let's take a little pause for a second. The reason why I like this scene is Elsa, it will do anything to hold on to the grail, hold on to whatever it is in life that she wants to, and she ends up paying for it and dying. we are all at a space where we all, I believe, need to learn to let go. The last 3 years have been dark, hard. We've faced many deep, difficult aspects in our life. And this moment is about the let go. So let's get back to the video.
Elsa, don't, Elsa. Elsa, give me your other hand, honey. I can't hold you.
I can reach it. Reach it.
Elsa, give me your hand. Give me your other hand. Elsa! Junior, give me your other hand. I can't hold on. I can get it. I can almost reach it, Dad. Indiana? Indiana? Let it go.
So, learning to let go, I think, is the major aspect of where we're at in our lives right now. The reason why I think that this is such an intense time to let go is we have a Mercury retrograde that's starting. We're in the middle of eclipses. We're at a very weird moment in all of our lives. We all feel scared. We all feel timid. We all don't know where in the hell it's going. We're all really excited because we know there are beautiful things that are blossoming in our lives right now. But there's an extreme fear that nobody wants to admit, that nobody wants to go deep into. This fear can be very hard to deal with. And fear is something that you have to overcome, and it's something that you have to let go of. You can either hold on to fear and do everything you can to reach for it, and believe it or not, we almost can feel comfortable in that fear. But we have to learn to let it go. We're at a major time in our life of learning to let go and let go of the real fears that we don't need to be around anymore. Saturn moving into Sagittarius is a big deal because it's the archer. It's all about aiming in your life now, and it's all about believing in yourself in a better way. And when you come out of the extreme darkness that Scorpio is, which we've been in, Saturn is the hand on the watch. I've always believed that of the universe. But when we come into Sagittarius, it's all about your beliefs now. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to know where you're going. You have to do research now. You have to really start to see that you're at a place where you kind of are a dumbass now. I'm just going to be honest. We all feel like we're dumbasses because we've been so humbled in our lives, and we've gone through so much stuff that in many ways we're at a very humbling space where we don't know exactly how we're going to get there, exactly where the journey is going to go, but we're damn excited for it. And that's what aiming in your life is all about now, and being positive. You know, this is the ultimate test of positivity right now in your life. The other thing that's happening in the middle of all this is Mercury retrogrades at the same day, on the 17th. Mercury's actually stopped now. To believe it or not, right before I did this show, the toilet broke and put water all over the studio to get this thing going today with all the cameras and the lights and get this thing good and get it on YouTube and to be able to get all this stuff up here. It literally is not simple. It's not easy, you know? It's not easy to do this. And we have a lot to rethink in our lives. There are exciting things that Saturn in Sagittarius promises. There's exciting things happening because we do have all these solar eclipses happening. But with a Mercury retrograde in the middle of all of it, you know what that means? We have to rethink everything. And a lot of it has to deal with relationships. A lot of it has to deal with balance in your life. We do not need to win the game today. Like there's an aspect where it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm coming into this new energy and I feel like I just need to have it all figured out or win it all right now. This is about learning to come into this with great ease. Because if we really take ease, which Jupiter is opposing Neptune right now in the cosmos, if we take great ease in this world and take our time and not try and figure everything out right now, it could feel overwhelming right now. Like everything is coming at us a million miles an hour. When you have a Jupiter in Virgo, a solar eclipse in Virgo, and literally the North Node is about to move into Virgo, you feel like it's like there's too much energy. There's too much going on. You don't know what you're going to do. It's overwhelming. You feel like you're just being, it's like buzzing every second. There's no breaks. You need to learn to take breaks right now. We're coming into such an extreme zone that you need to understand your boundaries. That's why I showed the video of Elsa and her breaking the seal and breaking the boundary line. You can pop your motor right now in men terms. Or you could, I don't know, let's think of a cute little girl term here, but I don't know, you could, I don't know, put too much makeup on right now and look like a drag queen. So, this is a time where we need to like really be in a line and balance and take our time, not rush into things, communicate in relationships and be very honest. Mercury retrograding in the sign of relationships means honesty in relationships and being clear on the facts and looking at your beliefs and seeing if they actually meet and looking at your journeys and seeing if they actually meet as well. So this is such an important time because you have to start to watch your beliefs and realize that they're at a place where they might be outdated, they might be old, and they need to be re-looked at in your life. We are in between eclipses. On September 27th, we're about to go through a major eclipse. And this one's going to be really big because it's a total eclipse and it's happening in Aries and Libra. And this is pretty much one of my final messages of this news report. Your ego. Now, of course, in spirituality, we always like to talk about ego as it's such a big thing. But really, when you have the South Node at 0 degrees of Aries, that's the first click of the zodiac. The South Node is where we're trying to leave, and we're trying to purge, and we're trying to let go. The North Node is where we must aim, where God wants us to go. We're at the 0 spots. We're at the cardinal 0 spots. The Libra 0 and the Aries 0 are the strongest 2 cardinal spots in astrology. And the nodes are here at the same time of the eclipses, at the same time as Saturn switching signs, at the same time as Mercury is retrograding. Letting go of who you always thought you were and moving into a new you that you've never been before is what this is about. This is the now time to let go of the old ego, the old self, and the old person that you've always been. I think it's very important right now to realize that it's time to let go of all of what you've always thought you've wanted. And realize that there are beautiful new things that over the next 3 weeks are going to be shown to you to rethink who you are and how to make yourself better. And that this moment is a transition moment, but as we move into new chapters, it's not like the chapter's been wrote fully. It's a time for you to really be excited for the new world, the new life, the new you, the new way of who you're going to be and what you're going to do. And that you have to take your time and you have to go not at a snail pace, because remember, Mars is in Leo and it's competitive and we have all these things we want. Trust me, you're talking to Leo King right now. All I want to do is make it happen and make all this stuff go down. But Mars is about to square Saturn. And when Mars squares Saturn, we have to really jump over hoops. We have to really take our time. And everything in the universe is at such a weird spot about making sure our egos aren't pushing too hard, making sure that our belief systems need to be in check, and making sure that we are honest that we have been through so much deepness. We've got Neptune and Pisces. We've been through so much sensitivity that you would be an idiot right now to think that you could rescue your life through changing it so dramatically, so fast, or hoping some relationship will save it right away. It will take the time of this next 3 weeks to figure it out. So if you're running to Vegas to get married in the next week, or you're jumping to create the biggest business of your life this week and next week, I don't want to say it, but you'll probably fail. But it's in order to teach you that this is a time for you to really see if you're aiming your life in the right direction. just know that we have all been through the ringer. And just know that we have all been through the craziness. And just know that we have all felt like not ourselves. But you have to realize that we've been here the whole time. We've been ourself the whole time. And it's been a massive, worldwide humbling. A massive, worldwide ego death. And we have a huge opportunity right now for the world that we live in to be able to finally move forward with our true authentic self. And that's what this moment is. And September 16th, 2015 into September 17th of 2015 is about the change of that and the preparing for that and the ready to re-look at your life as you enter into a new, beautiful, and exciting chapter into your life. So I want to thank you so much for always being there for me and always being with me. It's been fun having everybody here in the chat room and as my new Leo King format. It looks like it's doing good. It looks like people are coming in and out. Don't worry. We will upload this video live. But it's been great to have people join us live in here and be in here. And I'm working on doing a news network for astrology, and I think it's very important. Where we can talk about the world events, we can talk about the things. And do you think it's a coincidence that tonight they're doing the Republican debate? Where they're fighting and they're looking at things and they're getting deep. And we're at a transition spot where we're all looking at the changes, not only in our governments, the changes in our lives of the people and everything that we are at. We are at a major place where we're all ready for it to just end. We're ready for this new energy to finally begin. And we're really sick and tired of the way that it's gone and how we've gone through it. There's been exciting and great moments, trust me. But there's a deep, deep part of yourself that most people are afraid to admit, that have been scared, that have been timid, and that have been frustrated, and even in many ways pissed off. Because that's what happens when your ego dies. And I'm talking to you out there that especially is spiritual and that is awake and that is open, that has been paying attention to what is happening to our earth, that what has happened with religions, what has happened with governments, and showing that nobody is looking in the mainstream anymore at the truth or the universe or the real God, that we all know what the real God is. We know, we can feel the real God. You don't have to prove that through what you do other than being the connection to God that you have in yourself. And the universe has that message for you. So I want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being there with me and being a support. And of course, you can always get my daily videos on my application on Apple and Android, or on or you can get it on leoking.lookstack.com if you have any questions, or just go to the leoking.com on my website. It's all there. Or find me on Facebook too. But anyway, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here today on this live show. Just know that this transition point is major and it's extreme. And just watch this fall or spring, if you're on the other side of the world, be the harvesting and the greatest fall and spring you have felt in a long time. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us today, and I will see you on our next video.